Now, anyone who claims that they are playing football just for love of it, they are just passionate, so they're just playing for the love and they don't really care whether they are paid or not, they are lying. Football is about money. And on this episode, we're basically talking about someone is said to be not happy with the contract. He wants his contract to be bumped up just a little bit, just a little bit, so that the club can demonstrate that they do appreciate him. I do go by the name of Oscar. Since football, we engage and discuss on anything to do with football, from Africa to the world and from the world to Africa. Now, with the news that there is an announcement to be made at Orlando about the incoming star player, marquee signing in the Polokwane City attacking forward. I'm talking about Ozwin Apollis. Now, with Ozwin Apollis coming to Gauteng, now this here will obviously unsettle some of the attacking players at Orlando Pirates. Obviously, he's being signed to bring competition. Those who are resting on their laurels, they will have to bump up their game, improve their game, because obviously with Ozwin coming to Orlando, he's coming there to eat someone's lunch. But Orlando Pirates is a big club and it's expected that they need to have depth because they are involved in many competitions. And this season in particular, they really want to challenge Mamelodi Sundowns for that number one spot. Now, one of their star players in the past 2 seasons also has been Monnapule Saleng. But this season, the start of this season, we've seen some on and off. Now he's absent. We are not sure whether it's attitude problems or otherwise. Now we are hearing that the player is not happy with his contract. He wanted the contract to be improved, and nothing seems to be given to us as actually what is the issue. Now, you also have a case where Orlando Pirates, if Monnapule decides not to sign anything with Orlando Pirates, now Orlando Pirates, they are also at risk of losing the player on a free, because a player might possibly sign a contract you sign in January, a pre-contract in January with any club of his choice, and that will mean that a Monnapule Saleng will leave Orlando Pirates for free. This is the same player that was wanted in Saudi Arabia, same player that was wanted one of the leagues in Europe, but he was not sold. Obviously, it's the club that decide whether we sell you or not, depending on what's the offer for the player. I am hoping that Pirates can do something, give what the player wants, or sell the player now in January. Because if he signs a pre-contract with any other team, then that will mean that the last 6 months of his stay at Orlando, number one, it won't be good. It will not be well. The management and other guys won't treat you well as a player. Remember the case of Siatemba Sitebe at Amazulu, where he signed a pre-contract with Kaizer Chiefs, and Zungu, the owner, chairman of Amazulu, was not impressed with the guy. They literally punished the boy in that 6 months. So you can imagine now, if let's say, hypothetically speaking, a Monnapule Saleng signs for a Kaizer Chiefs. I'm not saying he will, but if let's say he signs a pre-contract with the Kaizer Chiefs, imagine what's going to happen with the Monnapule Saleng in the last 6 months at at Orlando Pirates. So it would be best for his agent and Orlando Pirates to work together to get a team for Monnapule Saleng, or just bump his contract a little bit. It's going to be interesting what will be happening in January, as players will be moving to and from, contracts cancelled, people being loaned, and it's exciting times in South African football, especially when it comes to this phase of the season. It is the transfer window. And here's the thing, if Monnapule Saleng is available, he can join a whole lot of teams where this is guaranteed game time, and he can still maintain his spot in that Bafana spot. He can go to Cape Town City. He can go to a Kaizer Chiefs. I don't think there's room for him in the Mamelodi Sundowns. But he can play for even a Gavin Hunt, where Gavin Hunt employs a whole lot of wing play, counter-attack football, transition football. He can even play for a Stellenbosch that could actually match the salaries at Orlando Pirates. It's going to be interesting how they deal with this one at Orlando Pirates. Now, let me end it there by declaring, may my God bless you all.